It's time to start shooting back.
And I don't believe in heaven.
And you are the enemy.
Get fatter. Haha.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show. So glad you could be here today. Listen, we have a great show planned for you and a lot of liberal madness to get to. Some are openly declaring war, while others are saying, hey, let's target police officers and ICE agents. Let's just start shooting them. That is never a good idea. And some on the left are comparing America to, of course, Nazi Germany. They just can't help themselves, while others are saying they are willing to burn everything to the ground and give up their lives for the cause. We're going to go over that and a lot more, so sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
You, your mother, your brother, your cousin, anybody that supports whatever is happening right now in Minneapolis or elsewhere. This is bullshit. This shit needs to stop. And you are, that everybody, you're an excuse of a human if you even support this. You're a damn Nazi.
You, this is war.
Wow.
You, this is war. This is
okay.
war. We are at war.
Are
war.
we?
If anything, I declare war against Trump and ICE. Eat
Okay.
shit. Haha. Get ready.
It's time to start shooting back. Y'all act like y'all don't know that there are multiple lives. Like y'all can't die for some shit.
We have multiple lives? What are you talking about? This is not a game, my friend.
It's time to die for some shit. For real. All this shit.
If you want to argue with me, I'll argue, but I gotta let you know something. I'm willing to burn my whole life to the ground.
Ow. Okay.
I don't care.
Obviously.
I got nothing to lose. I don't want to be here,
Wow.
and I don't believe in heaven. So f with somebody else.
Jeez,
The
that's
second I
sad.
see a fat creator say anything about
Okay.
weight loss,
Uh-huh.
I'm gone. I'm sorry.
Oh, let's see ya.
Get fatter. Get fatter.
White people, stop running from this.
Okay.
The fight is here. You
Yeah.
have to put the up. There is no excuse to be peace and love now. Peace and love means put your fists up.
Jeez,
Put
lady.
your fight on. Put your fighting face on. Start standing up for justice the real way. Street justice. Because obviously the laws don't matter. Legislation doesn't matter. Legalities doesn't matter. Start fighting, bitch. Get street smart, bitch. Learn how to fight. Start smacking these ICE officers. Start smacking these police officers. We need to start beating other white people up. Until white people, we realize that the enemy is within. The enemy is in our own ranks. It's not black people. It's not brown people.
It's the left. Those crazy eyes.
It's not anybody other than
Look at those eyes. She is insane.
ourselves. We've ran from our problems. Our entire lineages ran from their problems.
Did
Face
we?
it. Face the violence that we ourselves perpetuate, that we uphold in white supremacy. Fight back.
What, you uphold the what? Are you saying you're a white supremacist? Maybe I misunderstood.
Fight
Okay.
back.
Okay, all right.
I want to remind everybody that this came from fraud.
Yeah.
The governor and the mayor should be held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. And I'm talking about draconian punishment. I'm not talking about years. I'm talking about something more severe to drive the message that anybody who tries to incite violence and create civil war in the United States of America needs to be capitally punished. Things have gotten way too far.
Yeah.
And I think this is becoming the moderate position because everybody knows that left is crazy. Now everybody else might
Yes,
be caught
they
in the
are.
crossfire because fraud happened. We were talking about $9 billion in fraud. Do you understand how insidious the fraud might be that you're willing to risk the life of your constituents to push some sort of agenda because you don't want to get caught, to move the prying eyes away from the amount of money being funneled out of your state?
Yeah.
This is unacceptable. I don't think prison time is going to cut it anymore. Send the military over there and get that shit handled.
you know, if you look at what happened in France, where I lived for you know, a few years in my 20s, you know, they were taken over by the Nazis. They were invaded, they were taking over, and a lot of people collaborated. And then there were people that did not collaborate and were part of the resistance.
Okay.
Eventually, they got their country back. And those people who collaborated were found to be criminal. And that is what's going to happen. I mean, you should not support what is going on just because these are human beings and we are human beings and we cannot forget our humanity. But if you don't care about that, if you only care about yourself, then realize that you are going to be seen as a collaborationist.
So how many of you knew that was Molly Ringwald from 16 Candles? Yeah, that doesn't even look like her anymore. I don't know what kind of surgery she's had. She looks like a totally different person. And quite frankly, Molly, we don't care. And here are a few of the lunatic medical professionals that we've been talking about. I think all of these people need to be fired. They need to be let go because we cannot trust them to properly take care and honor their oath to do no harm.
My name's Kirsten. I'm a nurse at Maine Med, and I'm with Maine State Nurses Association. A big group of us showed up here today to see Senator Collins to implore that she vote no to further funding of ICE. We want them to stop terrorizing the streets of our communities. They have made an enormous impact in the hospitals. People aren't showing up. People aren't showing up to work. They're not showing up when they're sick. And we need this terrorism of ICE to stop now.
Stop ICE! Stop ICE! Stop ICE!
And where was this concern when in COVID, people in the medical fields were being fired left and right for saying anything that was deemed misinformation? No concern there. Where were you when all these people in the hospital were left to die alone because of the draconian restrictions that were placed on hospitals during COVID? You didn't seem to have any problems then. Hey, if you're enjoying the show, please support the channel by buying a hot chocolate because the Lib Zone runs on it. And let's not forget that during COVID, Tim Walz actually sent out the troops, the National Guard, to forcibly make the citizens of Minnesota the friends and the neighbors to go back into their house. And they weren't holding back. Let's check it out.
Oh, there's more. Look at this. They just keep coming.
Oh, go inside! Get inside! Get inside! Get inside! Get in your house now! Let's go! Light them up!
Light them up! There was absolutely no aggression towards this law enforcement or whatever you want to call it, these troops, the National Guard. Nobody was getting in their face. Nobody was blowing whistles. Nobody was going out there and trying to impede what they were doing. And yet, without hesitation, they opened fire on these people on their porch. On their porch. Check it out.
Go inside now! Get in the house!
Are you serious?
Get in, get in, get in, get in, get in, get in. Get in.
Oh, God, that hurt. You good?
Are you okay?
Right on the fucking crotch.
Are you okay? You got hit?
And it looks like the left may have found the savior they've been looking for, the warrior that they need in this fight against the fascist dictatorship of Donald Trump. Let's check this lady out in action. Ooh. Ouch. Look out, ICE. This guy is trying to make a serious point on how to wear a scarf so that you cannot be identified when getting into the face of ICE agents. But you know what? I think it's actually a pretty good way of wearing a scarf, and I think I'm going to adopt it, especially when I go out there to snowblow my driveway. Let's take a look. Genius. Look at it. It totally covers your face. That's great. It's good stuff. I'm not going to be wearing shades when I'm snow blowing, but you know. This next lady is trying to desperately have a comeback, a witty, snarky comeback for somebody that made a comment that's saying that their party, the party of the left, still cannot identify a woman. And her response, it kind of fails. Let's check it out.
And your party can't tell the difference between an American flag and a Trump flag. And your party also can't tell the difference or defy an underage child from a grown adult.
Huh?
I am a Minneapolis resident.
Okay.
And today I had a situation where I needed to call the law. And guess what?
What?
The law did not answer.
Not surprising.
It just rang and rang and rang. And 911 went to voicemail. You know our city is doomed when 911 doesn't even pick up the phone. God, good riddance.
I just want it to be known that this is not a result of being a dumbass and picking up a flashbang.
So she's referring to the lady a couple days ago that picked up a flashbang for whatever reason, was going through. She wanted to throw it back, I guess, but it went off in her hand. It damaged her hand. I think she lost a finger or something, but through her own stupidity. But anyways, this is what she's talking about.
Guess what? The bitch will be all right, okay? She lost a finger. Woohoo! Yeah. She still has 9 more. She can work with less. And the fact that she has a GoFundMe.
Yeah, ridiculous.
You just can't fix stupid. You just can't fix stupid.
And here is the banana and rice girl that got arrested. Shocking. But if you don't know who the banana and rice girl is, here's part of her speech that was absolutely off the rails and did not make any sense at all. But this is her.
Very hard to describe what it means to be Somali and what it means to be American, but it's like a cultural fusion. It's kind of like the bananas and rice. You know, people don't really see, like, you know, it's you know, people don't think, oh, you can eat bananas with rice, but that's what it's like to be Somali and American. It's like that combination of banana and rice, but you're gonna get what I mean.
Well, I doubt you're going to be getting a lot of rice and bananas in prison, but hey, at least you'll be with a lot of your friends.
If you follow ICE, unfollow me, don't come to my shows, and don't watch my movies.
Okay, done.
People know me all over the world, all over the world. Kylie calls me on the regular.
Kylie Jenner?
Yeah, Kylie Jenner.
Wow, impressive.
She calls me personally on my, like, this is my phone right here.
No way.
Like, I don't even need a phone.
No way.
Yeah.
And that, my friends, is a perfect example of why we need to make mental institutions great again.
Imagine being this kind of person. You ready? Imagine being the person that's fighting against making America more safe. That's what these people are doing.
Yep. Stupid.
They're fighting against people trying to get people that don't belong here out. So they're fighting against making people safe.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, liberals. You just made it to the most stupidest people in the...
People in this city, and God bless them, are standing up. Tens of thousands of people, they're the heroes in this story, peacefully protesting, standing up for their neighbor, delivering food for people that are afraid to go outside, taking a watch at a daycare to make sure that their friends, their neighbors, our family, we are a collective family, that they're safe. And if there's inspiration to take it from them. Take it from the tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of Minneapolitans and Minnesotans that are standing up saying, you know what, we are better united, we are better together. And that, if nothing else, has been ridiculously powerful. I've never been prouder to be from Minneapolis.
And here are just some of the people, the loving neighbors that these idiots in Minnesota are fighting for. I'm telling you, my friends, the cognitive dissonance is off the charts. There's been a lot of talk, of course, about Alex Preddy and how he's just a good guy. He's an ICU nurse, for crying out loud, who went to these protests to peacefully protest, to not get aggressive and in the face of ICE agents and Border Patrol. He was just there to protect that lady who got shoved by the federal agent. Yeah, he's a good guy. But we're about to show you that, he really wasn't. Check it out.
Anyone with any pattern recognition knew that Renee Good was the spark, but she was not the qualifier. She was gay. She was not the qualifier. She was blocking traffic. She was not the qualifier. A white man named Alex with a concealed carry, who is a nurse, is the qualifier for victim.
Right, because it's all about being a victim. No consequences for their actions, of course.
Because there's always got to be the perfect victim, right?
Yeah.
The one
that's how the left roll.
That's saving a woman, the one that's there documenting, the one that is a good man.
Yes, so
that's
good.
The qualifier. The right gender, the right color, the right law-abiding citizen, the right class. If Renee Good was the spark, Alex is the gasoline. Somebody that was standing in the middle of the road directing traffic and then saw
he was directing traffic? Or what? Are you kidding me?
Woman in trouble, went over to help her, got pepper sprayed in the face while recording.
Well, here is a video that the mainstream media does not want you to see. This is, they're pretty certain this is Pretty, like 99.9% or something. But this is about a week and a half or so before he got shot. And he is peacefully protesting. He's just there directing traffic, right? That's, he's an ICU nurse, for crying out loud. He can't be a bad guy. Well, let's see the true nature of Pretty.
BC, whose facial recognition technology confirmed his identity to a 97% degree of accuracy. On the morning of January 13th, our team received a tip that federal agents were blocking a street at the corner of East 36 and Park Avenue in Minneapolis. We arrived around 10:15 a.m. We saw observers shouting at the agents as they walked back to their vehicles. When they started driving away, the man kicked their taillight. An agent then got out of the vehicle, grabbed him, and pushed him to the ground. During the altercation, agents fired tear gas and pepper balls into the crowd. They continued to hold the man down before they retreat, and he walks away. The man in our footage is wearing a similar outfit to what Pretty was wearing on the day he was killed. What appears to be a gun is also visible above his waistband. Here, he continues to stand at the scene.
And here's another angle of the same footage you just watched of him aggressively getting into the faces of these federal agents. And you can clearly see that he spits at one of the agents, hoping to hit them, I assume. And then, of course, he kicks the taillight, breaking it, which I would imagine that's got to be some kind of federal offense. But here is the nice ICU nurse just directing traffic. He just said, "Effing shoot me." There he is. And here's another look at the peaceful ICU nurse spitting on a federal agent. And remember, he's just directing traffic. And here is the lie. The spin the gaslighting that they're trying to do on the American public concerning Pretty.
The one that's saving a woman, the one that's there documenting, the one that is a good man.
Welcome to F Around and Find Out Avenue.
Too soon? I don't think so.
Furthermore, there's a reason why we have not seen a resurgence of the Proud Boys. And that is because I believe a lot of them are likely made ICE officers. Again, I've said this on the show before, I've not seen any deep dive reporting into who these people are, but they certainly adopt a lot of the ideology, a lot of the tactics, a lot of the violent tactics, a lot of the wearing masks, and it sounds a lot like their founder, what they initially put out. And so because Stephen Miller backtracks, I don't really care. I wonder about all the incidents that are not caught on videotape. I wonder about all the people who are sitting in detention centers right now as we sit here, who are malnourished, who are without life-saving medication, children who have been kidnapped.
Did you just say ICE officers are militia?
Yes, have you not been paying attention?
Yeah, I
they
think you're
certainly mirror
stretching
the
it a little
Gestapo.
bit. You know, that's very.
I don't think I'm stretching anything. I think we have seen,
That's
what we have
well,
not seen,
you know,
what we have not
this is
seen are
actually a
gang members committing
this is a
violence. What we
federal
have
and
seen
state
are ICE
mandate.
agents
You're
who
pushing that a
kill
little
people.
bit
But
there.
Tiffany,
That's
you're
way
saying that
offside.
you're just making a supposition here. There's no concrete evidence of
You got to be
actual
careful.
Proud
That's
Boys members.
way
But there was
offside.
some supports.
These are men and women serving the government.
we have seen white supremacist tattoos.
Risking their lives,
on-
serving the government.
Risking their
and you're
lives, they're
calling them,
taking lives,
You're calling them
Kevin.
Proud Boy militia.
You're-
Did you say that?
I did not call them Proud Boy militia, but I think it's disgraceful that you're sitting here. I'm actually not. But I think that there are white supremacist tattoos on their
White
necks. We have seen-
supremacist federal officers.
Yeah, white supremacist federal officers.
Like, where are you going with this? Why would you say that?
I'm going with my eyes, ears, and logic. There have been multiple ICE agents who have white supremacist
Men and women
tattoos
working
on
for
their
the
necks.
federal government, risking their lives,
video.
carrying out a mandate, and they're white supremacists?
Yes, and you're a member of a cult, so I don't expect you to have logic.
Whoa.
I think the
generalizations here are a bit of an overreach.
Yeah, and let's not make that.
Stephen Miller, who basically is a copycat of the Nazis, and that's kind of the cruelty that he wants to, inflict on people.
The Nazis ultimately lost. Nazi ideology was outlawed through denazification. One day we will see the demagnification of this country. It will come.
I don't think that the comparisons with Nazi Germany are extreme, because that's what happened too. That's why ordinary German citizens began to accept the idea that certain members of their community would be singled out. I mean, they have ICE tip lines, would be directly targeted in violation of the laws of the land.
This is a small bunch of wannabe Nazis. If we have to hunt you down the way they hunted down Nazis for decades, we will find your identities.
Nobody asked for this. Nobody put them up to it. They decided to launch this in order to show off what they could do. And now they are in full retreat. If you were one of millions of Americans who protested ICE out of Minneapolis, you should know tonight you are winning this thing.
And here is the game plan. If the Democrats ever regain power, they want to tear down America so they can replace it with their authoritarian fists.
We really need to, as soon as we get the gavels back, we have to dismantle DHS and ICE and CBP. And we have to reconstruct them to what they really should be doing. Remember, don't let people tell you that these are agencies that have always existed and they need to exist. They didn't exist before 9/11.
And don't forget what's happening in the UK. Yeah, this is exactly what they're trying to do here in America.
My interview Friday went horribly. It included transphobic security that didn't let me use the women's room until I showed them my government ID that says female.
Well, then your government ID is false because you are a dude.
Yes, in Illinois, it is illegal for them to do that. And I had to file an HR complaint before the interview even started.
You filed an HR complaint before the interview? Yeah, I guarantee you did not get the job.
And then she just asked it like subjective and open-ended questions and like things that
are in an interview for a job.
Used a non-logical way of thinking that I just kind of struggle with. So I really didn't expect to get the job after that. But like I haven't had such a bad experience since leaving Texas. Like that kind of bigotry is normal there, but it's honestly the first time I've had to deal with it here. It's really upsetting.
You look pretty upset.
But I'm going to go apply for some more jobs. Wish me luck. I've genuinely got like 2 weeks before I'm going to get evicted.
I think you're going to get evicted.
So I got to figure this out really quickly. But yeah, all right. I love y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.
This is to all the ladies out there. Please just tell us what you want. Don't make us guess, because it's probably not going to meet your expectations. And this next lady, she orders a chicken salad and then is shocked when there's chicken in it.
I'm a vegan and you've given me chicken.
You ordered a chicken salad?
Yeah, but I'm a vegan.
You didn't say that to us before we ordered. What important?
But you should have known, because I'm an influencer and this is an influencer collab. I'm actually creating content for your business, so I would have assumed that you would have known.
With the greatest respect, you should assume that we know.
How have they not heard of her?
You ordered a chicken salad.
I know.
If you didn't want a chicken salad, you could have just ordered a salad.
Yes, but I like the Caesar sauce.
Then a salad with Caesar sauce, no chicken.
Duh. It's pretty easy.
But you shouldn't have given me the chicken in the first place. You're not understanding.
Madam, you asked for a chicken salad.
Yes, and I'm vegan. And you gave me a chicken salad.
You did not state you were vegan.
But you should have known this, that I'm a vegan.
Unless you tell us, you don't know.
It's not my job. I'm actually doing you guys a favour. Do you know how many followers I have? I'm actually posting this on my profile as a favour to you guys to promote your business. So you should have known that I am.
How am I supposed to tell if it's red, green, or yellow?
Women.
President Trump is not messing around when it comes to ICE and these crazy protests that are happening in Minnesota. President Trump firmly stands with ICE.
All right, stop. Cooperate and listen. ICE is packing and they ain't missing. Protest, but you're getting too cocky. Don't mess around, could be outland and jockey. Will they ever stop? No, they're too slow. Not scared of clowns, you bozo. To the Walgreens, you help yourself like a vandal. Running you down them on foot like a sandal. Vance, JD go be the next prez. 22-8, make a part 2, don't tread on us. Obvious, it's jealousy. Anyone close to me, blessed to be smelling me. Love it or hate it, you better obey. Put your hands up, did the officers say. If there ain't a problem, all absolved. Show me the docs, promise you won't get holding. Ice, ice, baby. Don't mess with ice, ice, baby. No, don't do it, babe.
When it comes to the fraud in Minnesota, I think we're about to see California say, hold my beer.
Let's talk about the homelessness, because he has admitted that $24 billion in homeless money over the years has disappeared and is it was spent, but nobody knows what it was spent on and if it did any good. And that's what this one fascinated me, because he actually admitted it.
I did an article that posted today just highlighting one of these organizations in San Francisco, which is supposed to be providing free shots of alcohol to homeless alcoholics. And in 5 years, at $16 million a year, they've served 55 clients.
No, you're making that up. Wait, this is tax money, and it buys free shots of booze to street drunks.
Yes, and it's been going on for a number of years. It was an organization that already existed, but they beefed it up during COVID, ostensibly to keep these homeless alcoholics out of emergency rooms. And it's under the we're kind of trying to reduce harm to these people. And, as I said, I'm sorry, giving alcohol to alcoholics is like giving crack to crackheads and heroin to heroin addicts. It doesn't end it, it makes it worse.
And it looks like Omar has some splaining to do. when it comes to her winery, says financial disclosures show Ilhan Omar listing a winery, S-Crew LLC, jumping from $15K to $5 million in 1 year. God, that's some serious wine being sold. But the problem is there's no winery, there's no wine, there's a dead website, investor fraud lawsuits tied to her husband, and Congress needs subpoenas. Yes, let's get this woman out of Congress now. And here's some good news from Mike Lee.
Brief update on the SAVE Act. This has been a huge day, great development. We've added more co-sponsors, and we've now got Senator Thune, the Senate Majority Leader, indicating that we'll be bringing it up for a vote. Good. So Chip Roy and I, who introduced the SAVE Act for the first time 2 years ago, are retrofitting the SAVE Act to add in the voter ID requirement, something that we had originally included in what we were going to propose.
That is much needed.
Adding it back in. We're going to file that and get this thing ready for a vote. Stay tuned and keep the volume up because we need all the support we can get.
Yes.
Why are we still allowing non-American born citizens to hold position in Congress? I mean, this should have never happened in the first place. The framers of our Constitution required natural born citizenship for presidency to ensure that leaders were aligned with America's interests from birth. Extending that to Congress is a logical and necessary step. We've seen too many instances where foreign representatives appear to prioritize other nations' agendas over our own, eroding public trust and national unity. This ain't about exclusion. It's about protecting the integrity of our democracy. It's about time we amend this immediately and close this vulnerability and ensure that our leaders are truly dedicated to America first.
I totally agree with that 100%. And up next is Mamdani pretty much saying New York City is effed. Check it out.
We are speaking about a fiscal crisis at the scale greater than the Great Recession. And so there will not be one single thing that can answer that crisis. It will require us to pursue every single avenue. That means looking inward into savings and efficiencies. That also means raising taxes on the wealthiest New Yorkers and the most profitable corporations. And it means recalibrating the relationship with the state.
This next clip might be old, but it is very relevant considering what we just heard from Mamdani. Let's take a look.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, New York. Well done. Congratulations to Mandambi. Super huge shout out to all of his voters, but a big shout out to the 80% females that voted for him. The women under 30. Congratulations and well done.
Yeah.
Because while 1 minute you guys are crying about oppression, the next minute you're voting for it. I love it. And I know you guys voted this way because your liberal teachers told you to, and because you think you're going to get something free from it. And you might get a loaf of bread when you're standing in 5 boroughs waiting for your scraps. Oh, I bet y'all women are excited too. Like y'all going out getting in designer Durkas and shit. Getting all signed up for the handmade Haji tails and shit. I'm guessing you ladies are about to start taking classes on how to shut the up because you're no longer allowed to speak. Oh, True. It's a beautiful thing. To the rest of the world, maybe now you understand why we want to do away with the 19th Amendment, because all of our problems come from the 19th Amendment. Yes, ladies, you are the problem.
It's not all ladies. The ladies on the right are good. They're good to go. It's really just the crazy, insane ladies on the left. And there's a lot of them.
Damn, when you think women can't get any dumber. Boom! Honestly, I wish I could be a fly on the wall in New York. I want to watch this shit. I want to watch y'all stand in line in the 5 boroughs for your scraps. I want to watch y'all get your ass beat in the streets. I really want to watch you reap what you sow. And I would pay pay-per-view prices for that shit. I love all of you. I'm your Huckleberry.
Straight. Some lunatic jumps up and sprays Ilhan Omar with an unknown substance in the middle of a town hall, and she just keeps going.
Yeah.
No pause, no evacuation, no hazmat check, no maybe let's figure out if that was poison or not. Come on. Now, look, if someone attacks a member of Congress, I'm completely fine with security using whatever force necessary to stop them.
Unless it's fake, which I'm pretty sure this was. I was watching some body language people, experts, and the conclusion was that when she got sprayed, the amount of time it took from her reacting to being sprayed to instantly going after the guy with aggression, no, that it doesn't happen that way. So And there's some other things, but let's continue.
It doesn't matter what side of the aisle that you're on. That's not the issue here. The issue is you're telling me nobody thought it was important to identify what was sprayed for her safety or the safety of everyone else in that room. Really? And here's where it gets even weirder. Go back and watch the clip. She makes direct eye contact with the guy right before he stands up and sprays her. So let me ask, am I the only one who finds that odd? Because I'm no genius, but when you stack this on top of the $5 million winery and her husband's $25 million consulting company we're apparently not supposed to question, this whole thing feels less like a real threat and a lot more like political theater. I mean, am I missing something here, or does this not pass the smell test?
And here's the really interesting point. There's actually two things, really. The moments before she gets sprayed, that is going to be analyzed and scrubbed back and forth by thousands of people. And what is the one thing they're going to keep on hearing? That is that Kristi Noem needs to be impeached. The second thing is that shortly after this incident, and apparently she didn't care one bit about what was sprayed on her, she goes on to say basically like, hey, we're gonna be able to take anything that anybody throws onto the Democratic Party. She's using this to make herself into some kind of quasi assassination survivor, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. I think it was all staged. This woman needs to be taken out of Congress and deported back to her original country of Somalia. Wow. Okay, that is awesome. Yes, please. All right, my friends, we are wrapping up the show, but we are going to be leaving you with something positive and uplifting. In this next clip, I will be honest with you, it made me tear up. It's an event, an adoption event, but instead of the people picking the pets are picking the people. It's very touching.
Hands to yourself.
Let him sniff.
What's your day-to-day like? Work hours?
I work from home most days.
That helps. Are you more lots of walks or cozy couch?
Both.
He looks like...
Please silence.
No reaching. Oh my god. Hi, sweetheart.
Let him explore.
okay. You can take it off. It's okay. Oh.
Breathe, y'all. How are you doing right now?
Good. Just a little emotional.
What made you come today?
I needed something that gets me out of my head.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the show today, and thank you for everybody that subscribed. And the best thing you could do is share and tell everybody about the Dave Show. Now listen, my friends, until the next episode, stay safe, know that you're loved and appreciated, and until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.